On May 12, 2025, a warrant was issued for his arrest due to a second violation of probation, when he submitted a urine sample which tested positive for marijuana and alcohol.
Yeah, so it is still an ongoing issue, a huge battle he's still engaged in here. One thing I found really weird about this, and you see it a bit at the end of the Sizzler reel where the officer goes, "It's YouTube boy," sounding like the owl from the How Many Licks Does It Take to Get to the Center of a Tootsie Pop commercial, is that these officers seem to fucking hate the idea of YouTube as a career. Like, it's not something PopularMMOs himself brought up where he was like, dusting his shoulder off. "Yeah, I'm a YouTuber. You can let me go now. Yeah, I'm a big deal." Squeezing on his own nipples or anything. He didn't bring it up. They found out, and then they start making fun of him for it and just kind of insulting it. They were just bullying him for YouTubing, like being a YouTuber. I half expected them to take him to a toilet and give him a swirly, or like an atomic wedgie while calling him a dork. So, what the officers say is that they can charge his phone and he can wait in the car while he, warms up because it's cold out. Like, he's dressed like it's spring break, but it's actually pretty cold. 45 degrees in Florida, that might as well be -5 everywhere else in the world. It's tough down here when it gets below 60. So, like, he's not in proper attire for that. 45-degree weather here, you're layered up in 5 different wool coats, you know what I mean?
He made millions. I looked him up on YouTube before. You won't believe who it is, Sarge. Who is it? It's YouTube boy.
I just find that so strange because it's not like this is some kind of like oddball career. It's like the #1 thing kids want to be these days is like a YouTuber and shit. Like, there's no way they could be that in the dark on it, where they're acting like it's such a foreign concept of making money online, playing video games. This is a guy who has a history of struggling with substance abuse, as I understand it. I'm not super familiar with popular MMOs. As most of you know, I'm not the biggest Minecraft enthusiast. Like, I understand why it's like the most popular game ever. I just never got into it to that level. But from what I understand, he does have a history of struggling with this addiction. I am actually jealous of like how soundly this man is sleeping on the concrete.
Hey, buddy. You had a bit too much drink tonight, man?
Yeah,
You're good? You live here?
yeah.
Where do you live?
I don't know if you're gonna see some of these.
I can't hear you, man.
I had a lot of silver rolls there, sorry.
You had a lot of what?
See some girls.
He is really hammered, obviously. And his voice is really deep and like really gravelly right now, so he almost sounds like Jigsaw. If Jigsaw was sculling Fireball. That I never heard of. That is an interesting plan. I have to imagine alcohol was involved with that decision making as well. Yikes.
You gotta resist me.
Yeah.
You're going to jail.
Again.
You can Minecraft that.
35-year-old Pat Thomas Julianell was formally charged with resisting an officer with violence, as well as possession of marijuana under 20 grams.
You don't have anything on your bag that should be worried of, any drugs or anything? Huh?
No, it's just called.
Do you mind if I search your bag real quick?
Officers allow Pat to warm up in the back of the cruiser while his phone charges in the front seat.
The officer gives him some pats for Patrick and then invites him into the back of the vehicle to warm up, but not before asking if he can search his bag, which Pat gives them consent to do. So I guess EW followed up with what the previous time was, so they mention it here.
Place your bag on top of my hood. I just gotta pat you down before you go inside my car. Place your phone right there. Okay. Just real quick, just put your hands out. You don't have no weapons or anything.
He looks like he was sleeping peaceful as fuck. He is sleeping like an angel right now. He looks comfortable. I am actually jealous of like how soundly this man is sleeping on the concrete.
Hey, buddy. Hey, sheriff's office. Do you live here? Huh? Hey, wake up, man.
Now they're calling him YouTube boy, like some kind of wacky, zany alien creature. I don't know, just very surprising to me. Because this is just like, it's Florida. They're not in like podunk middle of nowhere where they don't have internet access or something. I don't know, I just found that behavior very surprising, I suppose.
Homie is messed up. That's why I asked. I knew. knew. He spelled his own last name wrong.
What's his name?
Yeah, so they checked his inventory here. They found substances they weren't super happy to find, or maybe they were happy to find. He seems to be like celebrating it. And then one of the officers mentions he spelled his own last name wrong, which he's extremely fucked up. It's not super surprising. It's just really sad. So then he stands up. He explains that he was there drinking with friends. And now the officers are saying, just get an Uber or get a friend to come over and take you home because you're in no shape to walk. Also, you're nowhere near home. It's not even walking distance, even if you're like the fastest fucking power walker in the world. Big blunder here. He got put in the scholar's mate because they find marijuana and alcohol in his bag. The alcohol's not a problem, but the marijuana was. I'm guessing he forgot it was there, or he was just so intoxicated he didn't really know what he was agreeing to, but that's about to change everything.
Weed and a ton of Fireball.
What they don't expect is to find one of YouTube's most popular former stars, who turns a simple wellness check into a chaotic encounter, leaving another mark on an already unraveling legacy.
You going to jail.
Again.
You can Minecraft that.
What? That doesn't even make sense. He can Minecraft that. What in tarnation kind of hogwash? If you're gonna try and come in here with your, huge quip at the end, at least have it be something sensible.
We're not doing this.
I really want it. Alright. Kill 261 fighting one. Kill 261 fighting one. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Already.
So they decide to arrest him for the possession of marijuana, and as they're going to put him in cuffs, he tries to break away. It doesn't go very far, but you can hear him say something that's just extremely sad, where he says he's tired of it all, before they bring him to the ground.
Pat? What's your last name, Mr. Pat?
Julian L.
Can you spell that for me?
Better known as Pat, 35-year-old Patrick Thomas Julianell is the creator behind the massively successful YouTube channel, PopularMMOs.
Oh, no, it's dead.
Dead?
Yeah, that's what it's saying, is like that little battery alert you're getting.
And now that the officers have found the marijuana on his person, they are going to be taking him into custody. But not before one of the officers wants to make sure that this is the YouTuber he thinks it is.
The other confirms his suspicions that Pat is indeed the well-known YouTube star.
So it's not like things have been looking up for him. It's not like he's, getting the help he needs. He is still very much struggling with it. And even to this day, it seems, is still having problems with the law and having problems with drugs and alcohol.
Pat claimed he was given a pill at a party several days earlier and didn't realize what was in it.
After the plea deal, he had some of the charges dropped and had some stipulations and probation, which he did subsequently violate after he claims he got served a pill at a party and didn't know what was in it.
I just came home from picking my sister up at the airport, and there's a man kind of laying in the road. Any drink or drugs, weapons involved that you know of? I do not know.
Do you think he's trying to harm himself?
I think he might be dead, or I don't know.
So 911 received this call from a concerned citizen expressing that they thought this person might be dead. I half expected them to roll up and encounter a Peter Griffin death pose, but that was not the case. He did undoubtedly make millions of dollars from his career on YouTube. That is a fact. Making Minecraft content being the size he was, he definitely did make millions. To have no money left to afford an attorney is mind-boggling. It needs professional help for sure, because it's ruining his life. His life has been circling the drain, it seems, and it's fucking rough to see. But anyway, I saw this body cam today and just wanted to talk about it a bit. That's really it. See ya.